I just sold my business for $4.75 million, quite a lot of money. And as a result of that, it's kind of freed up some of my time to do other stuff. And somebody asked me, what was I doing? How was my time spent when I had my business? What was I doing day to day that enabled me to grow this business? So in this video, I'm going to show you. I'm going to tell you exactly what I was doing and exactly how I was spending my days to grow this $5 million a year business. Now, if you like this kind of content, this kind of videos where I am showing you exactly what to do to build your own $1 million e-commerce business, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. That way I will know that you like this kind of information. I can do more of it for you. Also consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. We post brand new videos just like this each and every day. And if you're looking to make money online, you get a ton of value out of them too. If you've got any questions about what we're discussing, comment below and I'll be sure to answer them personally for you. That being said, let's get into it. As you know, I just sold my Amazon business, so I'm kind of at a loose end. And my wife will tell you that's a really dangerous place for my head to be at. I really like being busy, and I've sold my Amazon business. And although I've got a workout to that, with a big chunk of money attached to that workout, I'm still kind of, I'm disassociating myself from the business. And I'm also aware I got my business to $5 million a year. Well, you don't get to do that on your own. So when I say I got my business to $5 million a year, that's really bullshit. There was a team of people that worked with me to get that business to where that was. Okay. Doesn't just happen with one random dude doing it. That's not how these businesses work. Not at that level. Like, I reckon you could probably grow your own Amazon business to $300,000 to $500,000 a year on your own, but you'd be working full time, flat out, all the time, working in that business. Okay, which is not good. It's not good. You don't want to do that. That's crazy. You will absolutely become the bottleneck. Anyway, so you need a team of people. And so what I have now got to think is, how did I grow it initially versus what I'm doing now? So I'm aware that I want to answer it in such a way that I'm actually going to help you versus just like, oh, well, you just have a team of 50 people doing all this shit for you. Well, that's no frigging good for you because you don't have a team of 50 people. So I'll tell you what I did do, and then I'm going to tell you what I used to do and see if I can help you with that. So what I was doing on a day-to-day basis, still do to a lesser degree, but not quite so full on now, was managing my team of people was a significant portion of my time. Like, a big portion of my time was managing them and putting together the training documents, the SOPs for them. That sort of thing took up a big chunk of my time. I also spent a lot of my time talking to my existing suppliers and also to new suppliers as well. Like, I had a warehouse in China. I had a guy who was a partner in China. And so I would spend a lot of my time chatting with him and chatting with suppliers in China as well. And also then looking for new suppliers to do new things. So I spent a lot of my time doing that, creating relationships with my suppliers and problem solving within that. And also a lot of my time was spent thinking about what was going on within the e-commerce markets, what's going on from a trend perspective, and thinking about where things were going. A lot of time thinking, I guess, where things were going, where they are now, how can I position, like what's happening right now, how can I position myself now to be ready for this growth here? A lot of my time thinking about that. Most people don't spend much time at all thinking about their business because, you're in your business working, and it's hard to pull back and go, holy fuck, what's going on in the business? Where's it working? Where's it not working? And that's another thing I spend a lot of my time thinking about. Where is the bottlenecks in my business? And to be 100% honest with you, every time I asked myself that question, I was the problem. It was like, Neil, you are the bottleneck in your business. You're trying to do that still. You haven't outsourced. You're the bottleneck in that business. So oftentimes it would be me, which is very humbling to learn that, of course, but that's the truth. So I spend a lot of my time doing that. I also, as well, for a long time, have made a commitment to read an hour a day. I don't just read business books. As you can see, I read all sorts of crazy shit. I read a lot of stories because we as humans love stories. And so I want to understand how story and metaphor and things like that can influence people and can create another world that they can step into. I find that fascinating. And I read a shitload of business biographies because I want to understand what people have done to get where they want to be. And the thing that you learn is, they've just been massively persistent. They've had huge failures and they've been massively persistent. And that for me, many times in my life has been really, really important for me to understand that when things don't go right, you realize that it's not just you, like it doesn't go right for everybody. And we all have this shit going on. So that's kind of cool. And then I also, of course, read a lot of business books as well. But reading, very, very important. Then thinking about how to apply that. So that's what I do now. But I'm aware that you don't have that. You're at a different phase of your journey, but that's where you want to get yourself to get to that $5 million a year. To think back, what I used to do, I used to just work my ass off in my business. So I was that dude working full-time in my business, putting out the fires, setting up the Seller Central accounts, setting up the advertising. I would focus a lot of my attention on that. And if I had to think, where was my main focus? It was on things that made money, So directly made money, which is typically marketing and sales. And so I spent an inordinate amount of my time disproportionately focused on that. Amazon PPC, getting the right product, getting the right market fit, that sort of stuff. And I didn't always get it right by any stretch of imagination, but you learn more from things that don't go right than you do from things that do go right. So I think that's it. I'm not sure if that's helpful, but that's what I did do when I was kind of day to day in this big business or big-ish business. And then thinking about what got me there, it's always difficult because, you've got a rose-colored image of, oh, it was all lovely. It's like having a kid, you have a baby and it's like, fucking hell. And then they get to like my two daughters, 9 and 14 years old. And it's like, oh, they're so lovely. They're such awesome kids. It's that sort of thing. You forget all the bullshit that you have to go through. Anyway, not sure if that helps, but that's what it was. Happy for any comments on that. Hi, this is Neil-Asher from the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs, where we help people just like you make more money online. We've got 2,500 members and growing. We're the fastest growing e-commerce community here in Australia. Our members have got sales of over $50 million. Yes, indeed. If you'd like to find out more and indeed join us, get yourself off to www.aussieonlineentrepreneurs.com.au. The link is in the description, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.